draw for the FIFA World Cup 2022 in Qatar has just been made only a short while ago. The tournament begins on November 18th, and then the final will be played in on December 21st, and then the leagues that are in Europe will recommence. The draw has just been made, and the tournament will take place across five cities and eight venues. It's been a controversial World Cup. With We all know what has happened so far in the build up to this tournament. We Qatar being a small country, a lot of people were surprised that they were awarded the such a prestigious tournament. And then, well, what has happened, but now the draw has been made. Let's look at what the draw is before we look at how the eight groups came about. Here are the pots you can see besides me on the screen. Pot one had, of course, hosts Qatar, Brazil, Belgium, France, Argentina, England, Spain, Portugal. Pot two, Mexico, Netherlands, Denmark, Germany, Uruguay, Switzerland, USA, Croatia. Pot three, Senegal, Iran, Japan, Morocco, Serbia, Poland, Korean Republic, that's South Korea, Tunisia. Pot four, Cameroon, Canada, Ecuador, Saudi Arabia, Ghana. One of the playoff winners that either would be Peru or Australia or United Arab Emirates, and the other one being the winners of Costa Rica and New Zealand, and then a Euro playoff where Wales will play the winners of Ukraine versus Scotland. We all know what's going on in Russia and with Ukraine, so let's see what happens. Russia was supposed to be in this, but they aren't anymore. So, without any further ado, here are the eight groups that we have for the tournament. I Just like you, I am just looking at these groups and reacting to these groups. I don't know who's going to go through. I'll give my instant reaction as to which group looks tougher than the other one. So let's see. Let's start with Group A itself. Group A has Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, Netherlands. I'm sure Netherlands fans would be very happy with this group. Uh, they are the clear favorites. Qatar, the hosts, have a decent team, but I don't think they would be getting the better of Ecuador or Senegal. So it's Netherlands going through for me, along with the Ecuador. I'd go with Ecuador. They would have slightly more than Senegal, although Senegal they recently won the African Cup of Nations, but Ecuador have come through a tough qualifying involving Brazil, Argentina, and they saw off teams like Colombia and Chile. Moving on to Group B, Premier League is big right across the world, and yeah, so England are in Group B along with Iran, USA, and the Euro playoff winners. So there'll be a local derby if Wales get there, and Scotland could get there as well. So who knows what might happen? And USA is one match where people will be looking forward to USA Iran, and of course, as I said, England with either Wales or Scotland could happen. England have stood beside Ukraine in this tough time. So yeah, I think England will make it through, and whatever happens, I think it could come down to either USA or the Euro playoff winner. If Wales get there, they have the likes of Gareth Bale and Aaron Ramsey, but USA have Christian Pulisic, Giovanni Reina as well. But if I had to tip one, I'd say probably just 51-49. I'd say USA. Group C, this is a really tough group to call in, not in terms of um, the team A that's going through. I think Argentina will definitely go through. Uh, Definitely, as in, like, there's a high probability that they will make it through. Second, I think it will come down to Mexico and Poland. Mexico have a decent team. Poland have Robert Lewandowski. Poland have a team that can score goals. They saw Sweden in the final playoff match. and 2-0 they won. Robert Lewandowski has been in great form, absolutely outstanding, brilliant form in the last 2 years. They have some good players, Piotr Zelensky and Matty Cash. He's an Englishman but has received Polish citizenship, so he might create some problems. So if I had to choose, I am tending towards Robert Lewandowski and his Polish outfit. So coming to Group D, where we have France, intercontinental playoff, Denmark, Tunisia. So in this one, I think France will definitely make it through. Denmark, they were in 2018 World Cup. They were with France as well. They made it through as well. So in this one, Peru were there as well in the same group C. I think it was in 2018. Peru didn't quite make it through along with Australia, and so I think this time it would be France definitely going through. Although the last couple of times the defending World Cup champions, we can say 2018, Germany didn't make it through. 2014, we saw Spain didn't make it through to the group stage, but I think France will make it through, and along with them, I'd say it comes down to Denmark and Peru, with Denmark just pipping them. I think a lot of neutrals would want Denmark to go through, especially if Christian Eriksen makes the squad, which it looks like he will. Group E looks pretty straightforward, even though Japan has a reasonable, good team. Spain and Germany, along with either Costa Rica or New Zealand. I think Spain and Germany will walk it through. Pretty simple. Nothing much to say. Japan probably will end up third, but tough for them. But Spain and Germany are too strong. Group F: Belgium, Canada, Morocco, Croatia. Again, the European teams look too strong for me in this group, and I think Belgium and Croatia will make it through. Canada have a decent team. Jonathan David of Lille and Alfonso Davis. Hopefully, he'll be fit. He's had some heart problems over the last few months. Hopefully, he'll make it. And Canada could create a problem. Croatia have a slightly aging team. Might not be as good, but I think Croatia will make it through, especially if Modric, keeps up his good form, and yeah, they have some good players as well, like Ante Rebic, who's doing well at Milan, and Kramaric, who's doing well at TSG Hoffenheim. Group G, Brazil, number one ranked team in the world after 4 years. They overtook Belgium. So Brazil, I think, will make it through. Uh, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon. Oof, it's a tough one to pick. Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon. I don't know what to say. Being a Newcastle United fan, Fabian Schär plays for Switzerland, so I think my heart says Switzerland, but Serbia could cause an upset here, and Cameroon Africans are pretty tough. So, and the teams are of equal standard, but if I had to, choose one, Switzerland have some very good players in and around them as well. Brie Lembolo, Shakiri, I don't know how he's been doing. He recently moved from Lyon to USA, I think. So probably Switzerland, but it could go either way in Group G up after Brazil, and these three teams, none of them will make it easy for Brazil. So let's see how it happens. Group H: Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, Korea Republic. Uh, Portugal, I think, will make it through. Ronaldo, I know, is not the same Ronaldo as he was 4 years ago. He's still, the gold dust that is there in the Portugal squad, but there are far too many good players for Portugal not to make it through. Ghana, I don't know too much about Ghana, so can't comment. Uruguay, Luis Suarez, Rodrigo Bentancur, their rising superstar, Darwin Nunez. So I think they will make it through. They made it through the tough South American qualifying. Not sure about Edinson Cavani. He's not been that fit lately, but I think he'll make the squad if he's like not totally ruled out. So if I had to choose, I'd say Portugal and Uruguay making it from Group H. So let's see what happens in this group. Yeah. So Portugal versus Uruguay. Edinson Cavani and Cristiano Ronaldo are currently teammates. So who knows? Will they be teammates at that time of the year? Probably not. But yeah, it could be an interesting subplot. So, friends, this is how the 8 groups of the FIFA World Cup have turned out to be. Some interesting subplots, as I said. Portugal versus Uruguay. Group D looks pretty similar to the group that we had last time, involving France, Peru, Australia, and Denmark, and uh, Argentina. Lewandowski versus Messi. Let's see what happens, and who, let's see how it turns out. First match, Qatar versus Ecuador. uh, uh, Not sure what will happen, but I've already given you who I think will make it through. Let's say if that turns out to the case. So, friends, if you do watch this video, please subscribe to the channel if possible. I'll take your leave now. Leave me your thoughts as to who you think will make it through. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.